Hi, welcome back. This is Walcott Fine Art, and I'm Jason Walcott. A key element to getting a good work of art is good composition. And for a lot of beginning artists, that word can instill some fear, because you hear all these rules, do this, don't do that, and pretty soon the beginning artist is lost and intimidated. So today I'm going to share a couple of small tips and tricks with you to help you get started on good compositions. So let's go! Hello everyone, and welcome back again. And as I said in the introduction, today I'm going to give you a couple of quick tips on how to get good compositions in your artwork. And this applies to any kind of medium. It doesn't matter if it's watercolor, oil, pastels, drawing, whatever. This is just a general sort of art principles and tricks. And good composition can be difficult for beginning artists because, like I said in the intro, there's so many rules and so many, things they tell you, do this, don't do this, do this, do this. And so sometimes it can become overwhelming. So today I'm just going to give you 2 pointers to start out with that if you implement in your drawings and paintings, I think will help you a lot if you're struggling with good composition. And so I don't want to overwhelm anyone, and then I'll post additional videos in the future going into composition in more depth. But today it's just the two little tricks you can implement right away that I think will really help you a lot. And most works of art, paintings, drawings, have what they call a center of interest or a focal point, and that's the most important part of the drawing or painting. And that's where you want the viewer's eye to kind of go to, and it's kind of the whole crescendo of the work is that spot in the focal point. So one of the ways you can do good composition is by not putting your center of interest right in the center. And so a lot of people, when they're just starting out with art, sometimes just they tend to, as habit, they'll put something right in the middle. They're doing a still life or something like that. And that's kind of a dull composition. So a great way to figure out where you want to put your center of interest is to do, there's 2 methods you can use, and either one is equally valid. You can, the first and easiest method is to divide each direction in each dimension in your work of art into thirds. So basically, and you can just do this in light pencil or just use your imagination. You don't have to actually draw it out if you don't want to. And just divide it roughly into thirds in each dimension like that. And then anywhere the lines cross is a good place to put your center of interest. So you can put it here, 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 or here. Now the most traditional one, and the one that I like to use, is the one that's here. And the reason I think that's the most interesting is because, in most Western cultures, we tend to read left to right. So when you put your center of interest, especially like for a still life or something like that, in this area, it just tends to flow a little better because it's like your eye tends to, and this is all subconscious, of course, your eye tends to come in from this direction, and it's like it builds up and boom, and then drops off. So it's kind of like a natural flow to put it here. But it could work as well to have it on any of the other 3 points as well. Now the second way you can do this, which isn't really that different, but it's just another way to do it that might make more sense to some people, is to do what's called a corner to corner and corner to center. So you just draw a line, whatever dimension you choose, from corner to corner. And then in the opposite corner, you draw a line from corner to center. Like that. And where those 2 lines cross is where your focal point should be. So, and you could do it the other way too. So it was here, or So that's a great way to start out. And if you start putting your center of interest, in one of those places, that will help your composition a lot. The second tip that I want to go into that I see a lot of beginners struggle with is, and this will help you, I think, right out of the gate, is pay very close attention when you're painting elements in your painting. And this applies both, like I said, to landscapes and still lifes equally in any medium, is try to avoid repetition, and particularly a repetition of objects that are all the same size and shape. So, like people, and it's a natural tendency in our brains, we like things to be balanced and sort of orderly. So, even an experienced artist such as myself and other artists I know, it's like if you're not paying attention and you have an off day, it's very easy to fall into this trap and realize, oh my God, I'm doing it. So it takes a little practice to learn to watch for it. But what I'm saying is, like, for example, if you were starting out and drawing a cloud, don't draw, like 3 clouds that are all the same size and equidistant from each other. Because that looks, it's not very interesting, and that's not really how nature looks. A more realistic way to draw clouds would be to make one large, and irregularly shaped. So watch your shapes. Try to make things more random, like that. And watch the placement. So that will help you, I think, a lot with your compositions, is watch for those elements repeating themselves at equidistant points, and the shapes all being the same size. And if you really pay attention to that and avoid doing that, that will help a lot. Another example where I see people do this is like if they're drawing like trees, like let's say there's a hill or something, and they'll put a tree, and they kind of make the trees, they're all equidistant, they're all all the same size, rather than doing, the way trees really look, which is random, like this. So just watch out for that, and make sure you put your center of interest in one of these places here using these methods. And I think if you employ those 2 tricks, that you'll notice an improvement in your compositions, like I said, right out of the gate. So anyway, I hope that was helpful to you, and that these tips will aid you in your own artwork. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and click on that subscribe button so you won't miss the next video. And why not spread the joy? Be sure to share my videos on your favorite social media. Don't forget to head on over to my website, walcottfineart.com, where you can see my art, read my blog, or when you join my newsletter list, you can win free art. Every month, I'll choose a lucky winner for my email list, and that person will receive a mini original oil painting. There's a chance to win every month, so be sure to sign up today so you don't miss out. Plus, you'll get my fun newsletter. See you next time!